Okay, I've morphed back into corporate Carolyn, and I wanted to share some more tips related to the whole healthier, longer, fuller hair at 58 than I had at 18. I was looking everywhere on my computer for a video that I did talking about supplements, since someone asked me about that in a comment, and I realized it would be quicker for me just to go ahead and make another one to answer the question about like what types of supplements do I take, and I think more importantly, before you talk about like the wonder, treatments that you might be doing on your hair to experience good results, it really does start from within. So I thought that my follow-up video to the one that I recently published would be talking about what supplements do I take. And let's start off. I take a whole bunch, but most of them don't really concern you because I'm a supplement junkie. But the main one that I would say is a multivitamin supplement. And because I am 58 and I am postmenopausal, I take their Women's 50 Plus formula, which is supposedly a complete multivitamin. But this one doesn't have iron like the one that I used to take years ago, and that most of you probably would want to take if you're still having monthly periods and things. Unlike myself, the Women's Energy formula might be a better bet. And this one has iron, so you definitely don't want to be anemic or iron deficient, and you don't want to be deficient in any of your vitamins, but they have a lot of good things in them, like iodine for your thyroid health, as well as things like selenium, which I think is good for your immune system, but vitamin B12, which I think would probably be a good thing for your hair. They also have biotin, which is supposedly good for your hair and nails. So definitely get a multivitamin supplement. And then another thing that I take, I do add a little biotin, thanks to the Walmart app. I just add this 10,000 microgram supplement, and I take it daily. Do I know if it helps? No, not really. I can't prove it, but it seems like a nice to have. And so I'm hoping that it's contributing to the overall health and integrity of the new hair that I'm growing. So that might be something that you can add as well. And then finally, the only other one that I'll mention, this is only like 3 out of probably 10 or 11 different supplements I take. If you ever want to talk about that, you'll have to let me know. It'll be an on-demand type video. But I also do evening primrose oil, which started off mainly to lubricate my joints, because I used to run quite a bit before a doctor told me that I don't need to run anymore, since I had to have a meniscectomy a few months ago, and I also have arthritis in my knee and my big toe. And so I obviously am 58, but that's okay. It's not holding me back. It's not stopping me. I still work out 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, and I think you do need to be active and definitely get your exercise on, not just for your hair, but also for your cardiovascular system and for your overall fitness, and staying at the same size if you can. And so the purpose of evening primrose oil, beyond what I just mentioned, it's supposedly it's supposed to help with your skin and metabolism, and therefore I think it also could contribute to the overall health of your hair. It says it's a source of gamma linolenic acid, which is a GLA, also an omega-6 fatty acid, that says that it supports skin and metabolic health. So anyway, give that a shot too. I'm a big fan of the Walmart app. In fact, I'm getting ready to order some stuff from there now, namely some spray, to spray around, my edges that the gray is starting to go crazy on, and I was too lazy to dye it this weekend. All right, so that's it in terms of vitamin supplements, specifically for your hair, I think. And then another thing that I think is very important is drinking a lot of water. And while I'm sitting here working, I'm constantly drinking water the whole day. I'm not like counting, you know, did I do 64 ounces? Did I do 96 ounces or whatever? 96 might be too much. But what I'm doing is as soon as it's empty, I refill it just however many times during the day. One thing that you'll think about in terms of your overall weight is a lot of times people think they're hungry when really you're thirsty. And so if you drink, you know, constantly during the day, and this is ice water, if you're drinking, you not only stay hydrated, not only keep your hair hydrated, but you also will find that you're less hungry than you might be. And it might be a nice way for you to lose a few pounds that you might have been struggling to lose. Okay, so the water. Then next, you need to probably add a little protein if you're like me and you don't eat a lot of meat, because I don't eat steak, I don't eat burgers, you know, I really don't eat fish, which is probably why I'm big on what is it, fish oil. And so, but I found ways to add a little more protein into my diet. And you'd be surprised, look at this. It's not Nestle Quick chocolate milk, but they have a product called Protein Power. And it has 23 grams of protein, which is 23 more. 23 grams of protein, which is, I think, 60% more protein than their chocolate milk. And so what I do, no, I do not drink this whole thing because it's almost 300 calories, and that would be too much for my, little daily diet to absorb without me probably putting on a few pounds. So what I do is I do 2 big swallows of it every morning. Like I have a cup of what I call co-coffee, where it's like half and half Dunkin' mixed with 2 packets of cocoa, and so I call it co-coffee. And so I take a sip of this, like a big, swallow, and then I do a cup of a sip of my co-coffee, then I do another big swallow of this, and then the co-coffee. That habit started because it doesn't taste like chocolate milk. It had a little, weirdness to it that I wasn't used to, but now I'm used to it and I really, really love it. So I keep these on hand in the refrigerator, and 2 big swallows a day. And I'm thinking that by the end of a week, I'm getting about 23 grams of extra protein. And so another way that I'm adding protein, and this was always my habit anyway, and it's for cardiovascular health, but I think it also will help you add protein to the diet for the health of your hair. And so what I do, from a weight perspective, I only do a handful. Like I have like 2 Brazil nuts, which is a good source of selenium, which I think is supposed to help you with, prevention of, like, say, maybe cancer and, thyroid health as well. But then I throw in maybe like a couple of almonds, maybe 2 or 3 walnuts, which again is a good omega-3 source. So I don't do salmon, but I do eat walnuts. And then also I would probably do like 2 macadamias, again, heart health, but protein rich. And then also 2 or so cashews. And the reason I'm putting in my hand is because the thing I want you to focus on, don't go crazy. And I have the mix here. This is my 3 o'clock snack normally. And so I just put them in my hand, because then you close it. If it doesn't fit in your hand, you don't need to eat it on a daily basis. And I'm putting that back because because it's not time for me to eat my snack. But anyway, so yeah, add protein. And then finally, I know I talk too much, I'm really sorry. And then also, speaking of the Walmart app, I need to get some more walnuts. And these are like maybe less than $10 if you get it from Walmart. So definitely you want to add that. Oh, and then, like, this is what I keep in my refrigerator. At the start of every week, I fill up this bowl, and this helps me to keep, to avoid leafy greens going bad, or like produce. Putting it in a glass bowl, who would ever think? And then, like, I have paper towel on the bottom, but I cover it up with paper towel, and that keeps it from sweating or getting damp or whatever. And so what you're seeing here is I buy like a container of this at least once or twice a week. They do have really large ones if you have a family that's eating from this, but it's spring mix and baby kale, and so you can use this to make any number of salads during the week. You'd be surprised, like I'll fill a big bowl with this and I'll go to Popeyes and get their 6-piece of their sweet and spicy wings, take a bite of wings, eat a bite of salad, and then not only do you have the leafy greens, but and this is my salad so I can reach in, they also have like shredded slaw that has like cauliflower, shredded broccoli, purple cabbage. It also has carrots and other thing like broccoli stalks as well for some of it. And so I just have like a nice green salad, or I could go to Longhorn if I wanted to and grab grab some of their spicy chicken bites, or go to another restaurant and get some barbecue chicken tenders that I can eat like a bite of meat and eat the salad. But what you want is a few days a week, you really want a leafy green salad. Not only will that help your heart, help your brain, but it will also lead to your overall health, which in turn will lead to healthier, longer, and fuller hair. Hopefully that helps someone out there. If you have any questions about my diet or anything else for that matter that relates to the hair care video that I posted, feel free to let me know and I'll be happy to answer your questions. But until then, I'm going to wrap up some work and I'll be producing more videos in the very near future. Until then, have a good one. Bye-bye.